Why didn't you let me know, Trixie? How come you didn't tell Mama? Don't look at anybody else. You're the only one out here. You're the only one. Okay, maybe Stella, but you're older and wiser. Come on, let's show them what we did. I got a little busy. I turned the hose on. I was filling up the doggy pool for the day, and we have exceeded the max fill line. We got a bit of an overflow issue here, and it's all my fault. I can't even blame Trixie. You know that saying, sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses? No. I would much rather stop and smell the onions. That's right, friends. Huge day here. Hey y'all, when you were a kid, did you ever pick wild onions? And like, do you remember the smell that it would leave on your hands and your clothes? And like, did you like it? Did you hate it? Did someone else smell it on you? Well, I am the weirdo who loved it. Loved the smell of onions, and it began like a love of onions, like a legitimate love of onions. And now I'm out here messing with my own onions, and I don't want to go wash my hands. It's like, it's super weird, and I hope that no one ever comes up to me like, oh, you smell like onions. But if there was an onion candle, I would buy it. It's that weird. Super weird. Anyway, come on. We got stuff to do today. I want to show you. I want to know if Lester can identify what my hands smell like. He's not a very good smeller. He kind of lost his sense of smell in Hurricane Harvey. The cleanup did something to his sinuses or his sense, and it's gone. And I walked in and I saw this cuteness right here of everybody enjoying the midday AC while Mom was outside working, and I thought that you needed to see it too. All right, let's go find Lester. So since we started videoing cats in our bedroom, I guess now we're making videos in the bedroom. Not bedroom videos though, okay?
Okay.
I want you to smell my hand and tell me what you think it smells like.
Again? Maybe Old Spice?
Seriously?
Why?
Smell it one more time. You can't smell anything?
Old Spice? That's all I smell.
Seriously?
Yeah. Maybe toothpaste? What?
That's onions. I just picked onions.
Oh, I couldn't.
See, you like onions too. That's really what it is. Yep. All right, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Something is happening, and it's a first for me, and well, I thought I'd share with y'all. I'm out here doing the work, and I'm like, you know what? I just had to look it up, so maybe someone else would want to know too. I grew onions this year for the very first time ever from seed. And I grew red and white onions. Now these aren't gigantic onions. I grew them in the size of my cinder block. That sounds really crazy, but let me show you. People said that I didn't have enough space or an in-ground garden and that I couldn't grow onions, when in fact I did. I grew them about 3 to a block, which in hindsight, if I would have just put one in each block, they would have become good size onions. I don't think that I have any more left to pick because I got too excited and picked them all. It's also roughly 100 degrees out right now, so there might be one left. Oh, here's one. So these aren't ready yet, obviously, but I put just a few in these little areas here. Watch out for my gourd. And they grew, and they grew, and they grew. Here's one that's very tiny. Most are much bigger than this. This obviously has been tucked under cabbage the whole time. But how cool that you can grow onions in the tiniest of spot. And onions are a vegetable that I use almost daily when I'm cooking. All right, let's go back up here. I had no idea what I was doing, and I'm probably still not doing it right. But I managed to grow some, and I'm gonna use them, and I'm excited about it. What I learned though is that storing them is critical. I've always bought onions at the store in bags, and then they start to grow in my basket, it's time to either use them up or buy some new onions. I like to buy in bulk, so I would always have some left over, but from now on, I fully intend to grow. So when they come out, this looks janky. In the ground though, this is what was showing, it was right here. And this was all floppied over like that with just a small amount of green. Some of them had no green, like this. This had like, this just looked like a plant that died, when in fact, it was growing. All right, so let's flip this around. Okay, so what I just read is you want to be able to let these dry out and what they call cure. And curing it means that you're letting this paper shell come out and you're letting everything up top dry completely off. And once it's dry, you break off the top, ensure that there's no root. And this onion can be stored in a cool, dry place for like the whole winter, which is crazy and amazing. This one is not ready yet. See how it has too much green growing in it right now? It needs to cure a little bit more. You could still break it off, but I can feel that this is still very green on the inside. It probably wasn't ready to even be picked, knowing that it's a very small size, but I know that I was ready to empty out those spaces, and this is what we've ended up with. This one is ready to store. So isn't that cool? Again, these are very simple white onions and red onions, but I think I'm gonna expand my onion crop because when I cook, no matter what I'm cooking, if it's a meal from scratch, onions going in it. And now, here's a big reveal. I actually have a freeze dryer now that I haven't told anyone about yet. It's a super big secret that I'm getting ready to use. I want to also create my own onion powder. Now, there's not enough here to do it with my first onion harvest, but, do you know that you can take those onions and freeze dry them, and then it forms like something that will crumble into a powder and you can make your own onion powder? That's the most amazing thing ever for me because like I said, I'm an onionaholic. I love onion. I could eat an onion pizza. I love onion. I love onions in my pickles. I love onion. So the fact that I was able to grow them on my own, I'm learning how to harvest them, then gonna figure out together. We're gonna figure that out together because it's brand new. And I have much to learn before I even attempt it. We're gonna do stuff with onions, y'all. And we're gonna plant the next round for fall. And if I can get Lester on the ball, we're gonna plant them in the ground on the other side of the greenhouse too. That's a big if. Those are a lot of ifs in that. But regardless, now you know, you gotta cure your onions before you can use them. This is gonna go fabulous in a salad. This is gonna go fabulous with some shrimp or chicken, some rice, or on pizza, whatever you wanna do. Burgers. It's just like a proud moment. I know, I'm a weirdo, and I'm at the age of my life where I'm excited that about 90 days ago, I put seeds in the ground, and now I'm an onionaholic. What can I say? I found a really cute basket to hold my onions. It's gonna be great. I know you're thinking, Jamie, you just made a whole video about your silly little onions. Well, I'm excited, okay? And every once in a while, while I was making that video, I thought that I would put some water in the doggy pool for the day, and it turns out that I was so excited and got so wrapped up in my onions that we've exceeded the max fill line. We're bursting at the seams here. This was no good. Dang it. Anyway, well, how come nobody came and told me, Trixie? Nobody. Guess I'm gonna pack up my onions, bring them in my cool, dry place, and just celebrate all on my own with my tiny little baby onions. And I don't care. I'm telling you, it's amazing.